A body in our backyard? Oh, come on, Luke. You made some kind of a mistake.
No. It isn't a mistake. We got somebody pushing up daisies in our backyard. Looks like he's been here quite a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You sure it's not some kind of animal bones?
No, honey. It isn't animal. And I don't think we should disturb the site. Oh, God. Sean Donnelly.
No, it couldn't be Sean.
I meant we should call him.
Oh. Well, that's right, because to identify the body so we could give it a proper burial.
Right. This has been some week, huh, babe? Find a gun in the attic, a body in the garden. This is some house you fell in love with, woman.
Oh, me? What, all of a sudden you were just dragged, kicking and screaming?
Well, actually, yes, I was.
Well, maybe just a little. We don't, have to mention the gun to Sean, do we?
No, we don't.
Because it's possible that they are two separate and completely unrelated events, right?
Right. I think that a body ought to be enough to keep him busy. At least until we figure out what's going on. Well, much as I hate to do this, guess I'll go call him. You want to wait here?
Not on your life.
Just another ordinary day at the Spencer Hacienda, huh?
Yep, never a dull moment.
Blame it on the lilacs, Commissioner. Have you seen the root balls on those things?
Could we dispense with the botany lesson and just get to the point?
Well, I guess well, Luke was planting a lilac bush for me, which I had every intention of planting it myself, but Luke just insisted that he do it because of this. I mean, and I think it's all really very silly, you know. Women have been having babies since, since the beginning of time. I mean, we used to be out there in the fields and she'd stop just long enough to
Laura.
Sorry? Not every day I find a skeleton in my garden.
No, usually they're in our closets.
That doesn't surprise me. You know, I'm going to regret asking this question. I already know that, but do you have any idea who that is?
No, none. I was kind of hoping it was old Jack Harris, a.k.a. Frank Smith. Remember him? But no such luck. He wasn't that thin. No, I swear to you, boss, whoever it is, I didn't kill him.
You know something, Luke? You probably would kill Frank Smith if you ever had the chance.
No question.
Yeah, but you see, most people would have sense enough to call in the authorities before they got themselves in over their heads.
But what about self-defense, officer? You certainly wouldn't begrudge a law-abiding citizen the opportunity to defend himself.
How's that going, Sean? Any leads about where Frank is?
Well, last time we checked, he was out of the country.
Sure makes me sleep better at nights, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's why I'm here, Luke, just to make sure that law-abiding citizens like yourselves get your beauty rest.
Well, if you hear anything about where he is, I hope that you'll let us know.
Funny, that's my line.
Commissioner?
Oh, Marshal, you've met Mr. and Mrs. Spencer? So I'll give you your best guess.
Well, the body's been laying there for a number of years.
Told you I was out of town.
Cause of death?
Well, I can't be sure without running an autopsy first, but he's got massive skull damage.
Like a blow to the head?
More like a gunshot wound. I'm guessing it's a homicide. Either way.
Thanks. Who'd you say you bought this house from? Thanks, guys. Have your reports on my desk as soon as possible.
Right away, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's What's the matter? We can't remember the name of the family you bought the house from?
We didn't buy it from a family. We bought the house directly from the bank.
Well, someone had to live in it before the bank owned it. Had to do a title search, right?
Yes, required.
So it won't be very much of a problem for me to contact the bank, find out who the previous owners were.
Ward. Mary Mae Ward.
Ward.
In fact, I work with her now at the Bradley Ward house.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the foster home, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You actually work with the woman who owned the house that you now live in.
Small world, isn't it?
Yeah, getting smaller. Well, Bradley Ward, he was a state assemblyman.
That's right.
Disappeared.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. I ran across this file about a year ago. Yeah. Interesting. I'll be in touch.
We'll look forward to it.
Don't even suggest it, Luke.
She lived here a very long time.
I don't care.
You don't think Mary Mae knew there was a body in her rose garden?
Absolutely not.
You don't think she noticed somebody out here tilling the soil?
Stop it. Luke, I trust her. I trust her completely. To suggest that she would... It's unthinkable.
Well, look, Angel, something went on here. Somebody had to have known about it.
Yes, come in.
Good morning, Sean. We came as quickly as we could.
I guess this has something to do with our body. Did you dig something up on him?
Yeah, we did. The coroner worked on the remains most of the night. Give me a preliminary report and an identification.
An identification?
Mm-hmm. Last night I pulled the investigation file of the Ward case out of the basement. And even though the police department closed the case, one of the detectives, Detective Green, pursued it on his own time. Then he retired, but thanks to his perseverance and curiosity, we have dental records.
Which show what?
That the body buried in your backyard is that of Bradley Ward.
Poor Mary Mae.
You mean he's been out there pushing up daisies all this time?
Happened in his mother's own backyard.
Have you told her this?
No, not yet. I wanted to talk to you first since you have a personal relationship with her.
Thank you.
Gunshot wound?
Yeah, one gunshot wound in the skull, right above the right eye. Do either one of you have anything at all on this? I mean, any thoughts?
John, the stiff's been cold for 20 years. What would we know about it? Didn't this Green have anything useful in the file?
Yeah, he did. He felt that the investigation was closed prematurely, and I tend to agree with him, but I'll tell you something. He really didn't come up with any more information. This file has more questions in it than answers.
What questions?
All right, for example, did Bradley Ward have any enemies? And if he did, were they the kind of people who would have killed him? Now, Laura, I'm going to have to talk to Mrs. Ward. And I was hoping that you would clue me in on her first. I mean, what did she tell you about her son?
Well, I know that he lived in what is now our house, and I know that Mary Mae was still living there at the time of his disappearance. He was a minister. He was the pastor of Mount Hebron Church.
And he was the first black state assemblyman from this area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what was her version of his disappearance then?
You know, I don't want to be difficult, Sean, but I think that'd probably be best if you just heard it from her.
You're right, but every little bit helps me, huh?
Well, I know that she adored her son. Let's see. She founded the Bradley Ward House in his honor as a means of continuing the good works that he was doing for the community, and her pride in her son's accomplishments is one of the things that keeps her going.
This is going to be very hard on her, Sean. Please take it easy.
Luke, I understand all that. I still have to tell her, excuse me.
Well, please let us go with you then. This is going to be hard enough for her to hear. Don't make her hear it from a stranger.
You're right, Laura, and I'm sure that your presence there is going to make her feel a little more comfortable, and hopefully she'll fill in the blanks for us. So, shall we go?
Anita.
Laura, Luke, how you doing this fine morning? Hi, baby.
Mrs. Ward, Commissioner Donnelly, Port Charles Police.
How do you do, Commissioner?
Nice meeting you, Mrs. Ward.
Oh, well, Charles, come on in. It's a little too early for lunch, but may I offer you some tea or something?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Laura, Luke?
No, thank you.
Mary Mae, Commissioner Donnelly is here on official business.
I'm sorry to barge in like this, Mrs. Ward, but certain discoveries have been made that you should be made aware of.
Sit down. Remember I told you that we were planting a garden? Well, we got that lilac bush, and we were putting it in.
Well, you said you might, and I'm glad you did it.
Yes, we planted it. We were going to plant it yesterday. I was digging the hole about 4 or 5 feet deep, and well, we discovered a body. So we called the police, and last night Commissioner Donnelly looked up the file on your son's disappearance.
The file contained dental records that positively identified the body buried in Spencer's backyard as that of Bradley Ward. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Ward.
There's more. You okay? I hate to have to tell you this, but, there was also serious damage to the skull.
It was a gunshot wound, Mary Mae.
Mrs. Ward, I'm afraid that in all probability your son was murdered. All the files will be reviewed, and I'm going to get to the bottom of why this case was closed so prematurely. But in the meantime, I would appreciate very much if you could tell me everything you know about your son's disappearance, or how his body ended up being buried in the backyard of your house.
Bradley was a mover and a shaker, and he rattled a lot of cages. He had a vision of what the world ought to be, and there were people he ran up against who had a different vision. And last time I saw him, it was a warm, rainy June night, and he sat outside in the swing on the porch, and he told me about the troubles he was having with the powers that be in Fort Charles. And when we were done, he walked down the steps into the rain. I never saw him again.
Then you have no idea how his body came to be buried in your backyard?
No.
Or any idea who would have done this to it?
No.
In regards to the troubles he was having, did your son have many enemies?
Political enemies. His friends loved him.
I see. I understand that you had a rose garden in the backyard. Now, if his body was buried there, wouldn't you have noticed that the ground had been dug up?
Well, I recall that year I did a great deal of planting, and the entire backyard was turned over and turned over again, and I wouldn't have thought twice about freshly turned earth.
And You can't imagine what happened to your son, huh?
I preferred then, and I prefer now not to speculate. This community was very volatile in those days, Commissioner. And I did everything I could to limit my speculation that Bradley's disappearance was the result of a hateful act. Because we didn't know that. And people tend to respond with hatred, with more hatred. And that was no way to remember Bradley Ward.
I can appreciate all that, Mrs. Ward, but in light of everything that we've learned so far, I'm afraid I'm going to have to reopen the case.
Of course, that's your job.
I just hope that it's some consolation to you to find out what really happened to your son. And I promise you that all of my efforts will be focused to do just that.
You understand that what I'm most concerned with right now is making arrangements for a proper burial of my son.
Yes, of course. As soon as the coroner finishes his examination of the remains, the body will be turned over to the family. I'm afraid I'm going to have to get back to my office. I want to extend my deepest sympathies to you and your family, Mrs. Ward. I'll be in touch.
Thank you, and if there's anything I can do to help you with your investigation, I will be very happy to do so.
I appreciate that very much. I'll be in touch, as I say. I'll find my way out.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
I'm sorry, Mary Mae. I'm really sorry. Hated doing that to you.
I'm all right.
Mary Mae, I'm sorry about the cops. When we called them last night, I had
Of course, I understand.
Is there anything we can do for you?
I don't think so, but thanks anyway.
Well, I hope you don't mind us being here when Sean was here.
I appreciate it.
It's just that I knew how difficult this would be for you.
It is, but it's like a burden eased. A burden I've carried for 20 years.
At least now you know.
Yes.
Mary Mae, I didn't tell Donnelly about the gun we found in the attic. Do you think it's connected to Bradley's death?
How could that possibly be? The family. I'll have to let them know.
That's right. I didn't even think of that.
First person to call is my grandson, Justice, Bradley's son, and Bradley's widow, Isabel, and the rest of the family. I need as many of them here as can make it to lay Bradley finally to rest.
Is there anything that we can do for you? I make some calls for you, help make arrangements for the funeral?
Oh, that's so kind of you, Laura, but your being here is so comforting. But I'll think of it.
Mary Mae, do you mind if I ask one more question?
Well, what is it you'd like to ask?
Luke, can it wait until after she's had a chance to speak to her family?